Looks like I just got a message saying that we're live.
Yep, we are. We're live!
Hello! And welcome to another thrilling episode of hard-hitting, gridiron action with Those Aren't Biscuits.
Hello.
I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan Cadotte, and with me as always is Owen Adams. Say hi, Owen.
Hello, how you doing?
For those of you new to the show, this is Those Aren't Biscuits. This is a weekly talk show where we live stream, play video games at the same time, take questions from the chat, interact with you guys the whole way. We're going to be talking about things like video games and music and movies and television and whatever the hell else we feel like it. And this week we are playing Blood Bowl 2.
Yeah, not your
Brought to you by
pansy
Games
Blood
Workshop.
Bowl 1.
Yeah, we're talking about a real man's game. Blood Bowl 2. Yeah.
I'm an honorary member.
Is your
ready for some
commentary
Blood
basically
Bowl?
talking?
After dinner speech at last year's
My commentary guys have just decided to begin
The
talking.
following riot was
Yeah,
really
mine too.
quite wonderful.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the commentary guys are mildly annoying for that. Once we get in, I think I might actually see if I can turn the volume down on them. Alright, who shall I go with? I think I'll pick a random team too. So for people who've never seen Blood Bowl before, it is a fantasy tabletop RPG, tabletop war game based around American football, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, I picked my team. I'm going with the
Seems like-
Gizero Paladins.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to send out a quick little tweet.
Do it.
All right.
Do
So
it.
I'm holding down. Let me know when to stop.
Alright, go for it.
All right. I'm holding it down right now.
I do not see anything going on my end.
Well,
Alright,
it's-
stop!
All right. I'm going to be playing as the Gouged Eye.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit. Those guys are a pain.
Now, just to let everyone know, as we're setting this up and getting going, you must confirm the choice of teams.
Yep, okay, I've done it. Hey!
Okay. And
Do you care where we play?
Do not care.
At
So,
Massive
it
Bifford
should
Van
be stated
Clever
that
has just
I
sent
have
you
never
another
played this game
interesting message, Bob. Would you like
at
to-
all.
I have played
so
the campaign a bit. I still haven't finished it yet, actually. I hear the friendlies can be a little tougher, but I'm not going to be playing against computers that know what they're doing today, so that'll be nice and easy. I'll give you a quick primer. Most of the time, you're going to have any problems with movement. You just pick movement, and it'll tell you where you can move to. Any squares with a little dice on, you can roll to see if you can go a little bit further to reach those ones, right?
Okay.
When you attack another player, just select them, and you'll roll some dice, and if you've got more than one dice, it'll let you choose which dice you want to go with. Don't go with ones with skulls on, because that knocks down your own player, usually.
Okay.
And then like a skull with a little whack on, I think knocks down both people. Explosions knock people down, and arrows knock people back. There you go.
Fair enough.
I'm going to skip through this and see if I can actually turn the commentator volume down on mine.
I've been
Oh,
trying
the
to
only
skip
option I've
this
got is
whole time.
concede. No! You have to deal with the commentators while we're trying to podcast. That is not a good time for that.
The hell is that thing?
You got to pick if you're attacking or
Hello,
defending.
Christian Skywalker. Alright. Okay, so I kick the ball, or I'll receive the ball first.
Folks are brutal, but they also know how
Oh,
to play
God.
the ball. Stay away
You
from
pick where you
them.
want your players to
Be
go.
harder.
Let's see. This is going to be one of the more gamey episodes, I think.
Wait, am I thought I was...
You're the Orcs.
Yeah, okay, you're in defense before.
Okay, let's see. Well, I'm happy with that. I will confirm my setup.
Okay,
My
set
cat
up
has
my
picked
team.
just after this moment to decide she wants to leave the room.
Let's see here. Let's... Okay. That's alright.
You're watching John Learns to Play Blood Bowl.
Yep, here I go. You know what? I'm good. I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, trust me, it's the best way.
I don't know how to
Triangle.
continue on.
Should say in the bottom right, right?
Yep, got it.
Okay, now I super have to quickly... Okay, kick the ball. Yeah, that'll do. I have to quickly let the cat out of the room, otherwise she's gonna go nuts.
Right, what the hell?
That's a random event.
Okay. We both lose a turn.
Well, that's good. So, basically, halftime occurs after 8 turns, the game ends at 16 turns. Okay?
Okay.
Your turns will be there. You're on turn 2 now. Okay.
Okay.
So there, you got your
Can I
ball.
move more than one person at a time?
You can only move one person specifically at a time, but you can move more than one person in a turn. Does that make sense?
So I would pick him.
Pick your easiest courses of action first. It'll always tell you what your dice roll is before you do something that's going to require a roll. Pick the ones you got the best chance of doing first, because if you fail a roll, it switches to my turn.
Okay.
Oh. Did you just end your turn?
I guess. Do I have to hit something to, like, start my turn?
No.
What? Because I swear I set something up to do something, and it didn't do anything. It just
Did you
switched.
just let timer... Okay, can you see my menus?
No.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can talk you through this. So, I'm going to send this guy to run over here past you.
Great game so far.
See if you can go for the ball. He's going to go this way.
A little dull moment.
Select, press OK.
Okay,
So that's just like...
I see that.
Okay. But I'm also going to attack, and I'll talk you through it. So, were you trying to attack?
If the player
Yeah.
gets pushed into
Oh,
the crowd,
you were trying to blitz, right?
last time that happened,
I don't know.
3 days to piece the body back together.
Huh. So a blitz is like a running attack. It does this, but it requires a roll. You can only do it once per turn.
Sure.
And you should be able to select it by pressing square on a character.
What? Okay. Do I have to roll?
No, this is still mine. Shows you the dice.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's funny. Oh, I see a frenzy, so I got a double roll. That's why that one's doing that.
Okay.
Alright, I'll select him. For once, I might win! Alright, now I can't blitz anymore, but if I get these guys up for coverage... Running past players who are in adjacent tiles always gives them a chance to trip you, basically, as well, so...
Right.
Be careful of stuff like that. So be careful you're not ending your turn, make sure you're not timing your turn out. Characters should start your action pretty much as soon as you command them. If they're just waiting, you probably haven't finalized your command. And
Fair enough.
I am ending my turn, so it's going to be your turn again. Enjoy. Good luck. You got 2 minutes.
Hey, Emil.
Hello to Emile Deforge. Christian Skywalker says, what is this game? This is Blood Bowl. It's a tabletop war game set in the Warhammer universe, basically, but football.
Not up to much today.
Oh, oh, oh!
What? What? What?
You failed the roll. But if you get a thing at the top that says re-roll, remember to try your re-rolls.
Okay.
If you get a little card in the top left under your team name that says re-roll after you fail a roll, it's giving you the option to try it again. We should have, I think, like... We should have be matched on re-roll cards, I guess. Hopefully.
Okay, there's the view I want. Oh, what the? What the?
But not as me.
What? Oh, use apothecary.
You always haven't pressed something because it's still
Okay.
timing out here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well done.
What the fuck?
This is why you might want to do some of the tutorials. I don't know. Oh, is it my
I'm gonna
turn?
figure this out. Yeah, it's a guess.
Okay, here we go. Pick up the ball. No! Alright, reroll, reroll, reroll.
Were they asleep?
Yep. Oh, no!
I certainly was, Joe.
Whenever you fail a roll, basically see if you've got a reroll. It'll tell you when your dice roll comes up if you want to change it.
Okay.
Emil says, so Jonathan, how'd the robbery go? It wasn't a robbery, it was a heist.
Get it. They want to pick up the ball. But you got to get rid of your opponent first.
So can I now move away with the same guy?
Click on him. Does it give you any moves, or has he got a little, like, lightning symbol?
I got dice everywhere.
You can, but you gotta roll. So, you might fail.
I'm going for it.
You're gonna fail. Oh, wow!
Ah, fuck you.
Nice! Well done.
Alright. Okay, then I'm gonna take him. Well, no, 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 stop. I don't want to do this.
Circle.
How do I... Circle. Okay. So, can I pick someone else now to do something?
Yeah. Yep. You can go until nobody else has any
Okay, I
moves
see.
left, or you fail a roll. That's why you gotta do your easiest rolls first, basically. Any character that you want to do something that doesn't involve a roll, or is a really easy roll, do them first. Because that's... You're gonna get the most done before you turn over then. And that is a dice you can choose. That's a good one. I mean, it's bad for me, but it's good for you. And then that's the direction they're gonna move in. To you too. I like it. Emil says, stop changing the subject, Jonathan.
What?
They want to know if you've done the robbery yet.
Oh. No.
But how are we gonna roll our, how are we gonna roll those funds into this week's amazing scheme? Wall Street 2, Money Never Skydives.
Oh boy.
I just thought of that on the spot. I don't have a plan, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm running out of time here.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, did you just time it out?
Knows what he's doing.
No.
Were you trying to end your turn? Or were you still just playing?
Nope. I'm still going.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You got
Now
3 seconds.
I'm gonna end it.
If you ever try and attack someone and you see like the red dice, that's a roll where they're outpowering you, so the other player gets to choose the dice, basically. Alright, let's try this.
This could be a sack. I
Oh,
love
damn it. It's not useful.
it. With fists flat,
I will follow you.
hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Oh, you can, if you got a player knocked down, you
Alright,
can
so-
stand them up at the start of the turn as well. Stand people up
Okay.
once per turn.
Does that count for their turn or because they didn't move?
No, they could not then move.
Alright. So, now what
Boom.
the hell?
Sorry. They're going to spend time on the bench.
Emil Defarge says, wait till Ninth Dimension hears of this treachery. And hello to Mr. James. How you doing?
You
We're
know-
playing a little Blood Bowl,
You know what?
talking...
If Ninth Dimension is so upset about it, he could rob the bus, alright? You know what? We're okay with you guys participating in these things, so
Don't
you guys
encourage
can...
people to rob buses, Jonathan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not okay for them? It's just me?
Yeah. Oh, you have to pick this dice because I screwed it up.
As effective as ever, these black...
No,
Fuck
little
you, little
Tim.
Tim.
I can relax a little bit
James.
in this game because you're mostly terrible. You get the hang of it. Yeah, I can see by the way
Turn
you.
over.
Yeah, it's your turn. You knocked me down, so
Oh.
it's your turn.
Okay, so like in my world, turnover means like I lost the ball and it's now yours. Like that's
that is what that means, but it was saying it to me, but it wasn't specifically.
Okay.
I suppose. Well, no, it's not the ball. Yeah, okay. Wow, you're really going for those dodges, aren't you?
Oh.
Ooh. Pick the one with the.
Huh.
Pick the skull with the little.
Oh.
I had better.
What's the
I had better
difference?
defense, basically. The skull means you failed the roll and you fall down, right? The skull with the little whack means you failed the roll, but we both fall down.
Oh. Fair enough.
All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game. Give me more random violence.
Come on, knock him down!
We're going
You
for the
don't,
ball.
you won't get him to let go of the ball for knockbacks, you only get it for knockdowns, basically. Which is annoying.
Okay.
Damn it. Ooh, wrestle. Yeah, go on. Yay!
I don't know what's going. So what you been up to, man, this week? Let's try to actually do the show.
Oh, I knew this would be a terrible idea, but at least it's a fun one. Well, I robbed a bus.
I'm glad you decided to take initiative. You know.
Yeah, it was unrelated to the J.C. Cooper scheme, but
Oh.
I didn't actually rob a bus. Oh man, Diet Coke tastes really weird after a different flavor drink. Diet Coke's foul. No, not too bad. My girlfriend and I have been watching the 1998 Ted Danson Hallmark miniseries Gulliver's Travels. Based on the novel Gulliver's Travels. Where Gulliver travels places. Because I remember seeing it as a kid and I wanted to see how well it had aged. It hadn't aged badly, but it wasn't very... It was very indispensable. Sorry, very dispensable, you know? Very, like, yeah, that was that. Omar
Right.
Sharif's in it, in, like, the ultimate throwaway role, which was funny. I've just got a text from Beth that says, OMG, you're drinking my Diet Coke? Gotta be
Sorry,
careful.
Beth.
Is about to get punched above and
what's
below
the?
Arrows, knockback, explosions, knock down. That's the good. That's the one you want to appear, the explosion. That's what
Fair
you're
enough.
aiming for most of the time. Whoa! Whoa! Not
Sit
Baptiste
down.
d'Aquitaine!
Knockout.
So what do you think of it so far in Gulliver's Travels?
Well, it's very 1998. When it came out, it was apparently one of the most expensive TV productions ever made.
I remember hearing something like that.
And it does show, like, there are moments where the special effects could be better, but for the most part it does feel like you're watching, you know, a decent movie from the 90s, not a cheap TV production. Ted Danson does not even attempt an English accent, which is funny.
Which is probably for the best, you know?
Yeah. Mary Steenburgen does, though. She's in it. She plays Gulliver's wife, which is odd.
Two big goons that get together and
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
what's-
the big ogre players, they need to do a roll of intelligence before they can do anything.
What did I just do?
Pick your knockback. Pick your knockback. Did you have... Sorry, I wasn't looking. Did you have a blue explosion with an exclamation mark in?
Yeah.
That's knockdown and knockback. That's like the best roll.
Oh. Fair enough.
Just love the ball.
Okay with it. Yeah, I do.
Ball scum. I'm really curious as to how many people are gonna
Oh, shit.
like... Whoa! Oh yeah, you failed the dodge. It tells you the percentage
team
there.
reroll.
You decided to go
What's
for
team
a
reroll? What?
triangle. Triangle. Press it
Okay.
if you want. Oh, do you know what? You probably shouldn't actually. It's only 17%. I just wanted to see that again.
is going to fail.
You dick!
Basically, whenever you need to do something that takes a roll, it'll tell you the percentage next to it. That was only it was only 17% chance you'd make it past me. So the re-roll, I wanted you to do it anyway, so you figured out how to use the re-roll. So you saw what it did. You only get 3 of those per half, though.
Well, what the hell?
But yeah, if it's 17%, I wouldn't use your re-roll. Just a thought.
Just, I call it collusion.
So if you see the players that are basically down, I'm about to stand mine up here. The ones that are down and have like the little white circles, they're just knocked down, so you can get them up next turn.
Okay.
The ones that are down and have like the red circles and the stars, they are down for a turn.
Okay. Can I move through my players, or do I have to find an open space?
If you try it, it'll plot you away. But no, you can't pass across them. It'll do a little weave around them, which might bring you closer to more dodges and such.
Oh, what the...
This could be fun.
You are more likely to succeed a roll, by the way. You are more likely to succeed a combat roll if you have more players covering the player you're trying to attack. But one thing I've yet to figure out is I don't know if it counts. You choose. It's up to you.
I don't know.
It's going to affect you, but you have to choose because I'm attacking, but you have higher defense.
Okay. Well, I want to choose.
Yeah, pick the knockback now. You have to pick the knockback direction.
I did.
Pick it. Press X again.
I'm pushing X like crazy. Like, I don't know what else you want me to push.
We should do more games where you don't know how to play.
Button like it owed me money. All right.
Oh, it was probably just having a moment.
This is Blood Bowl. There's no time for moments.
It's alright. I'm gonna do it again. You're gonna get another chance in a moment, I think. I should just knock you back for the fun of it. See you later.
There's no stopping them.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. So how are you finding your first game of Blood Bowl?
Oh, you know. Pretty good. Just...
I love the way the men run.
He's talking about the game, or...
Yes. This is not going to be a great podcast episode, but I don't mind if every so often a podcast episode is us just streaming a game and being utterly distracted. Like, do you remember the Almello stream?
Yeah, we thought it was going to be real laid back. It was like, oh, this is...
How do we do this?
Oh, God! Okay, so I got the ball back. I still have the ball. I would really love to turn off the names. Like, I don't care. Like, I have everyone's names floating over their head and I can't see shit.
Come on, John, you got 1 minute 41. Let's do this. If you need any help, let me know. I would stand your players up as well.
Oh. Sure.
Wall is secure.
Because if you fail it, don't pick the skull.
Okay, not picking the skull.
Because then you won't be able to stand your players up. I'll talk you through that. Pick your direction. Yep, perfect. Okay, you got Frenzy, so you get to choose again. Either of those is fine. The explosion's worse for me. Pick your direction. Yeah, awesome. It's you too. Okay, so I would hover over basically these guys that are down on the floor. Hover over them and press square. And then you'll be able to stand them up. You also might be able to move them a few squares. Beth says you basically did the podcast last night. People can go listen to that. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so I'm going to select, stand up. Okay.
I should point out, for all y'all bitching, right, this is not how you're supposed to learn to play the game. I was like, you might need some practice in the campaign first, and you're like, nah, it'll be fun. Now we get in there. Old whiny Cadotte. You got another guy for standing up over the other side, by the way.
I am not whining.
No, can't handle a little smack talk, whiny. You got another guy you can stand up on the other side of the pitch, by the way.
Okay.
Unity is strength.
What I love is, I know that these teams are fairly, like, they're okay in matching, you know? But every time the animation kicks in, it looks like it's horrendously mismatched, like these giant ogres just whacking these tiny men.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, I know. Stand up, you guy. Otherwise you won't have him next turn.
Hey, lazy bitch, get up.
Christian Skywalker says, hashtag whiny John is whiny.
Shut up.
Okay, it says you could offer him some cheese, but the place he's from is already famous for it. By the way,
That's the ball.
don't ask me anything about passing. I literally never do it.
What? Why?
You
Why did I
passed.
pass? Why?
Amazing.
Why would I
You gotta-
reroll? I caught it.
You got a 50% catch as well. That's great. So now you spent all the time getting that guy there.
What? I didn't hit. What the fuck is going on?
Okay,
I never picked pass.
Good play. Nice.
you went to pick the next guy. You moved this guy forward. You went to select the next guy. You didn't deselect your first guy first. So he
The
passed.
fuck I didn't.
He passed to the next guy you tried to select. So you're just
Oh my
moving it back
God.
and forth now. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Your next match will go very much smoother, I'm sure. We've all done it.
I did not pick pass. I guarantee you I did not. I did not hit her. I did not. Bullshit, Mark.
Oh, hi, Aquitaine. Well, watch this bullshit when you actually get the ball out of someone's hand.
They're in for the chance of turning this match on its head.
Oh, it's not doing that today. Bouncing around the whole pitch. Come on. 33% chance. No, if I fail it...
Do it. Come on.
It's 1 in 3. I'm going for it.
No!
No!
The changing rooms.
No!
Alright. Alright. That worked out alright, I guess. Hey. Ball carrier, stand up.
What I like about this is, I enjoy it more, I think, as an American football game than as like a Warhammer-y type game, you know? It is just legitimately fun to be like, okay, where's the ball? Tackling, you know? I don't know anything about American football, I enjoy it. You gotta reroll.
I'm doing that. Yeah!
Yeah! Don't get too excited, by the way. You ain't getting that touchdown. Have you seen what turn it is?
Oh, do we only have... How many turns do we have?
You got turn 8 for the first half, 16 for the second half. So unless you can pass to this guy and then run him down to the touchline,
Surrounded by adversaries like that,
I mean, I'd give it a
I
go.
hope he knows what he's doing.
Go! Why do I have a timer? Oh.
Skip it. Press circle.
No, that
Oh
was
no,
on
do you know what? That might be me.
Players quickly.
Oh, what
well
the...
done. It
Fuck.
bounced off the guy right in front of you. Might as well go for it.
But-
Whee!
Open up the ball with your
Oh, wow.
so close.
I nailed a 17% pickup. Way!
Really?
He's wrestled into the ground. Oh, awesome.
I'm going to end you.
That's alright, because I can't really do anything else worth doing, and that's the end of the first half. Yay, we
You're
both
bad
suck.
at this.
You'll get it.
No, I have an excuse.
It's a pretty complicated tabletop game. I have an excuse too. I keep having to tell you the right course of action to impede me.
They simply have a better dog.
Confirm setup.
Or they hit harder.
This needs to be a hell of a catch.
So where you that's roughly where it's gonna land, but the arrows basically are it could land anywhere there. If it gets outside the field, I get to choose where to put it. Don't worry about it that much. It's very, very, very poor aim on the kicking. This again? That'll do.
Yes, they've picked up the ball.
Oh, you had the ball.
What do we do?
Yeah, you kicked
Or
it
it's
to me.
your turn. Yeah. I thought it was my turn. Sorry.
Sure you did.
Alright, Christian, you don't have to keep buttering him up, alright?
Formation gives him a safe
Let's be fair here.
hard to make him lose the ball.
I don't know if he's great at either of those things.
But I'm the best you've got.
It's still 0-0, and he's playing someone who's never played the game before, alright?
Well, one of the things I like about Blood Bowl, actually, is it would be very easy to make a video game that sped things up a little. Whoa, what?
Get wrecked!
That was going to be my last move, I'll take it. It would be very easy to make it like, oh yeah, it's easy to get multiple touchdowns in a half. You can get one, maybe two in a half. That is just all there is time in the game for.
Ah, at least they have teammates around.
So yeah, Gulliver's Travels is pretty good. One of the few versions of Gulliver's Travels to adapt all 4 voyages, because everyone knows the one where he goes to the land and he's a giant and it's full of little people. You know, the Lilliputians, right? That's the famous one. And then his next voyage, he goes to a land where it's full of giants and he's teeny tiny. You know. And then there's a third voyage where he goes to several different places. He goes to like an academy where it's all staffed by intellectuals that are totally divorced from reality.
Right.
And he meets a wizard who is using his blood to restore ancient ghosts to tell him about history. And then finds the source of eternal life, but it makes everyone who drinks from it blind. But the last voyage is one of the most interesting. I'd be interested if you know. Are you familiar with Gulliver's final voyage to the land of the Houyhnhnms?
Is it the one with all the rules? Is it the one with all the rules?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't think it's the one. The one I'm thinking of is the one with the Houyhnhnms. The Houyhnhnms and the Yahoos. You know it?
For breaking the light.
I don't.
It's never adapted, possibly because it's kind of controversial, but it's the one of Gulliver's voyages that really makes it a great book. And in his final voyage, Gulliver comes to a land where, as soon as he arrives, he's set upon by these, basically, humans, and they're total savages, right? They live in their own filth, and they throw around feces and just have sex and fight, and you know they're like complete primitive, like apes, right? At their most savage and their least social. And then he also discovers on the island there's a race of talking horses called Houyhnhnms, who are like the perfect society, almost perfect in every way. And at first the Houyhnhnms don't see any similarity between him and the Yahoos. But then they see him one day without clothes and start coming to the conclusion he's a Yahoo. And he attempts to provide the Houyhnhnms with a series of lectures about what humans are and how they're different from Yahoos. And ultimately fails one day when he breaks into a fight with them and is forced to... They drag him into the mud. And all the horses in this perfect society that he loves see him as no different to the Yahoos. And then when he goes home, in the book, he spends the rest of his life... mad, living with the horses and only talking to them and not to people. And it's really interesting because it's an interesting social satire, and it's the only adaptation that has that voyage in.
Wasn't Gulliver's Travel ultimately something against like the church?
Yeah, I don't know. It has that in it, I guess. But Jonathan Swift wrote a lot of that, you know?
Right.
Probably his most famous satirical pamphlet is A Modest Proposal, where he suggested to solve the Irish poverty problem by eating the children.
I'm down with it.
They're
Shit's
gathering
tender.
around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
What?
Good call.
Bam!
Oh.
Intimidation is the key. Strength line.
Excuse me. I just swallowed the coffee grout. Not okay. So, I have returned to a game that I started playing a long time ago, and I stopped playing because it was very difficult, and it was really not going my way at all. And
Oh yeah.
and I'm generally okay with like difficult games. Like I can make my way through them. But this one, like I felt like it was really just dragging. I wasn't getting any progress in it, and really discouraging, honestly. But it was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, you're not a huge open world game fan, are you?
Yes and no. It depends on the scope, really. For me, it all depends on, like GTA I can handle. GTA I can handle. Mass Effect I always never had a problem with.
Well, Mass Effect's not
It's
really an open world game. It is a big one, but it's not
Well,
really an open world
yeah.
game.
But it's games where it's like we're gonna give you open world, but then we're gonna fill it with just as many useless
Right. No, I know exactly what you mean.
like activities as we can, you know.
Like, I know that you like Assassin's Creed, but when you see the map on an Assassin's Creed game for the first time, it used to be laughable.
Right.
That's what the cool kids are saying.
Oh, you had block on that player, so he didn't fall down. Okay, fair enough. That's why then when the names come up, it gives you the stats and stuff, you know.
Oh. Right.
All right. Let's see if I can get squeak past here.
Well, what does this mean? Like I already used my blitz. What?
Blitz is the running attack. You can use it once per
Oh.
turn. You get to run at a player and attack them. When you hit square on a player, it gives you a list of basically like their powers, special abilities they might have. So it basically means to charge someone then attack them, but you can only do it
Okay.
once per turn.
So like this guy who's like it already says I use my blitz ability, even though he's sitting right next to me.
You've already used your blitz? You might have accidentally
Okay.
used your blitz on another instead of a normal attack, in which case it would have blitzed someone.
Guys is always better than one.
Oh, and have you ever tried to attack someone far away and run up to them to attack them? But without using the blitz menu? You've blitzed without accessing it through that menu, I think. Just remember, if you're not stood
Fair
next to a
enough.
player and you attack them, that's a blitz. If you've done that once, you can't do it again in that turn. That make
Okay.
sense?
Sure.
I will do my best to illustrate. No, guy just omelets. I can barely read his name on my tiny TV. What's he actually called?
Joking.
Oh, he's not injured enough for me to know. Guy de Quinilis? I don't know. Something.
What? Oh,
You ran out of
I'm
time.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so
But yeah, so I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I finally got past the little problem area I was having, and so I really got into it. I was able to get more into the story and stuff. Man, that game is really good. Like,
I
it
keep
has
hearing
a
great
really,
things about it.
like, so everyone talks about like Dark Souls having this like really deliberate combat and very difficult and stuff like that. Man, every fight with one of those robots is a boss fight. It really is. It plays out like that. I mean, you get to a point
Come on,
where you
guys.
are
Team spirit is the key.
like leveled up enough.
You're gonna have to pick this
Where-
dice.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, no, it won't let me choose anything. This is...
Try
Oh,
now.
okay, here we go.
So close to a world of hurt.
And again.
Like, you get to... Oh, okay, what does it matter? Like, you definitely get to a point where, where you have to pick this.
Sorry. I've never played against another human being before. There are some slight differences.
So, it's not necessarily like... Oh, god damn it.
Go! It's going well.
So you get to a point where you're level up, where you can take on like the smaller robots pretty easily, but they still pose quite a bit of a threat to you. But still, anything that's like bigger than you still can do a lot of damage to you and are very difficult to take down. Like, you have to use every trick in your book to take down some of these things, and it's not easy. Like, they started to introduce like these, I don't want to say like they're mythological level creatures, but there's these bigger robots that are just ridiculous. Like things like Thunderjaw, which is what the hell happened to you?
I went for going for it and I tripped. I failed the roll.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
Okay, let's see what I can do here then.
Well, I would say I am not particularly well covered here. You going to attempt a deliberate
I'm
blitz?
going for it. I'm going
Cover
for
it.
it.
Attacking the ball cannon.
Oh!
No, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you.
You have to press skip.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, this is the same dice situation we were having earlier from
Okay.
the other side.
Sure. Drop the ball. Drop the ball.
He won't drop it off for a pushback.
Drop the ball.
Skip again.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Now you getting it, John. You're doing good, buddy. But that's the only running attack you can do now till next
Pressure
turn.
on the ball. Can't argue
Fair
with
enough.
You can only attack people when you're right next to now.
Nice.
Oh, this was a mistake. Haha. Or was it?
You remember you got some guys to stand up.
Yep.
Christian Skywalker says this game reminds me of XCOM. Well,
Yeah, a
it's a
little bit.
turn-based,
Oh, shit.
that dodge was, what, 17%?
Reroll.
Come on, baby. Oh,
Yeah!
no!
Stop him. Or her. Whatever.
The thing is, because you failed the first blitz, you now can't get anybody close enough to me and attack them. That's not a viable option.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
That's fine. I'm gonna hurt your people. That's so. But yeah, they
Whoa, that was
introduced things
painful.
like, they introduced like these robots called like Thunderjaws, which are basically T-Rexes. Oh, that's not what I wanted. T-Rexes with guns. You know, like it looks way cooler than what this sounds like, but it really does look like it does look like something that I would have drawn back in like 6th grade. It's like, oh man, you know what'd be really cool? A T-Rex. You know what'd be even cooler? A T-Rex with guns. You know?
Come on, 15 seconds left.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
Ha! Alright.
Alright. It's my time to shine. Or something.
Or, you know.
Alright, let's see. Can't bring that guy up yet.
Damn it. Damn it. I pretty much gave you a clear path, didn't it?
Oh, you get to choose where he goes, apparently.
This makes no sense, but...
Wouldn't they be better
Trip him,
dodging
trip him.
out of the way rather than blocking the ball?
No, Jim. Strike first, run later. That's always been my...
Wait, can he hit and then run?
No, but what other choice do I have?
Oh. No.
They're building a cage around the ball here.
But no, what I actually really wanted to talk about with Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying desperately to have this a talk show, but this game does take a lot of concentration, I guess.
Yeah. What we should have is 2 separate topics. You talk about yours on your turn, and I'll talk about mine on, you know, on your off turn.
Right. Okay.
That was a joke, by the way. Don't do that. It'd be terrible.
But the story actually goes in a really interesting way. And this game's been out for a while, so I'm not afraid to spoil it a little bit. It's been out for over a year now. Pretty close. But so the idea is that you're in this like post-apocalyptic world, like really post-apocalyptic. You know, everyone's back to like these primitive tribes, and
You know, a fence may solve this problem.
oh, what is really
You get knocked into the crowd.
fair enough. And so, like half the game is broken up in these like 2 storylines. One is you're basically trying to deal with the current issues, which is this one large nation that used to raid all the other lands and kill them and sacrifice them and everything like that. Had a coup, and a much more peaceful leader took over. And then, and that's led to a bunch of problems because there were like splinter groups off of this big nation who still want to keep up. There's all these. Oh shit! I didn't want to do this.
Danger. And carry it too.
Ooh. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah, double knockback because you knocked back the guy behind me, too.
Block on the ball here. Well, actually, you could do a lot of harm through that.
Damn it!
Oh, I got the ball. I got the
You
ball.
got the ball.
All right, I gotta play this smart.
Good luck. Hold on, everybody. Watch in. Close in. John's about to play it smart.
The domino effect in action.
Okay, hold on. Make sure no one else is selected. No one is selected. All right.
Uh-huh. Well done, sir.
Okay. Oh, no. All right.
Because two big guys is always better than one.
Yes, thank you. Get me further downfield.
Unless the punters are all around the ball. The easier it's going to
Hey,
be.
I got an idea. All right.
Uh-huh. I believe you. We have to do more streams of this. It's too much fun. Watching you flail. I shouldn't
We're
make fun, 'cause
flailing.
I know how this will go. You'll just start massively outpacing me at it. Because I'm not great at it. Hello to Gregory Herney, who says, so, how did the money-making scam go?
No.
He, wink, wink, didn't do it.
Oh, that's right. I had to use these two.
I didn't prepare a money-making scheme this week, so we're going to do that next week.
Right. Sorry, everyone. Owen dropped the ball. It's supposed to be our money man. And,
As if anyone really believed that whole thing about it being a new weekly segment. How many times have I said that?
I don't know, Owen. Just saying.
I love how this one orc looks like a werewolf Donatello. Alright, I'm back. Let's do this. It is a surprisingly strategic game, actually.
It is, and find myself not being able to keep up a conversation because of it. But no, okay, so the story goes in two ways. It's
no one
the
even
current
remembers
stuff
what game you're talking about, John.
Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, I'm talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, the story goes into a really interesting way. There's one segment that's dealing with the present day stuff, all these like infighting in nations and stuff like that, and you're kind of solving it. All right. The second one is trying to figure out what the hell happened in the past that led to this position. Right, and that's where they do something really interesting. So as you go and you keep hearing about this project called Project Zero Dawn. And you pick up all these like logs and things like that that tell you that okay, what happened was there was a company called Pharaoh that built these robots in the first place, and they were supposed to be helpful and do a bunch of really good stuff for humanity, but there was part of their systems was to convert like biomass into fuel, so they were constantly autonomous. They didn't need upkeep or anything like that.
Oh, he got me again. Damn it.
So there was all this stuff going on with them.
I love how you went that fast and you basically just managed to catch up with where you got at the end of your start of your last turn.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize he was there. Oh, I'm out of rerolls. Fuck.
Yay!
Fuck. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Damn it.
The clock's ticking. The final whistle is moments
Don't you
away,
dare pass it.
and yet the score is in debt.
Crap. Oh, you suck, John.
Bitch, sit down. Sit down! Okay, I have an idea. No, I don't want to do that. I want to... Damn it, that's not what I wanted. Oh, whatever.
How the hell am I going to get my guy back up here?
I don't know.
They'll need to get rid of the ball. Now there's pressure on them.
Fuck. I have him on a rerolls too. Son of a bitch.
Gouge this eye!
Alright. So, this company called Pharaoh from Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm still talking about this, people, builds these robots, and it turns out there's a glitch. And the glitch basically makes the robots want to continuously convert biomass into fuel. It's a survival thing, which means that essentially the robots turn on humanity and start using them as biofuel. So they come up with this plan called Zero Dawn, Project Zero Dawn, and the idea, they don't tell you exactly what it is at first, but they make it out to be that it's a super weapon. Like that was the intent.
A dangerous place to be.
Right. Christian Skywalker says, Owen, did you see the Nintendo Direct mini presentation? I didn't. I have checked in. Apparently the only thing really worth mentioning is Dark Souls on the Switch, but it's coming to everything. But, you know, fair enough. I'll play that again. I'd much rather have a port of Demon Souls, but that's a Sony exclusive. I like Demon Souls. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
You failed. You failed the ogre stupid roll.
Fair
This
enough.
doesn't usually result in a turnover, though.
Damn it!
That does, though. Woo! See, this is when the game gets fun.
Alright, so essentially these... Oh, whatever, I don't care.
I love how it's got
These
playing-
robots go crazy, start
Oh.
murdering humans. That's how this game ends.
Yeah. 0-0.
So these robots start killing humanity, and so they come up with this thing called Zero Dawn, and they tell everyone, like, hey, it's a super weapon. You have to fight the machines to keep them at bay until we finish, right?
Right.
But what it really is Project Zero Dawn. This is what I thought was really cool, right? Was never actually a super weapon. It was this super advanced AI system that was going to basically go dormant until the robots had finished eradicating humanity, and then start again.
As you
So
do.
what it was going to do was, it was just going to go dormant until the robots had completely wiped out humanity. Part of its subsystem was basically working on override codes, so that when it was ready, they could basically turn all the robots off, and then rebuild the world.
That makes sense.
Right. So, which I thought was a really cool thing, right? But it had all these subsystems, all named after Greek gods. There was Hephaestus and Apollo and all these and one of their subsystems was called Hades, and Hades' job was basically, if the first attempt, or whatever attempt the AI has made to recreate a livable planet fails, it was Hades' job to wipe it out again.
Many slaves died.
Right.
But the Hades protocol goes rogue. And to combat this, the main AI self-destructs itself, releasing all of the subsystems off on their own, knowing that the subsystems require the AI to function properly. So it destroys itself and puts all these subsystems out into the world to operate on their own, but not effectively because they don't have the main guiding force, which allows humanity to re-flourish and come back, but not all the robots have been wiped out because that was a subsystem of that it had to let loose. Nor do the humans have any of the knowledge of the past because that was also one of these subsystems that it let loose. And so it makes a really amazing way of explaining why everything is the way it is, in a way that doesn't feel forced or hokey.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah. And so the point I'm at in the game right now is that I'm uncovering all this stuff, and the Hades subsystem has returned, and is essentially what it's trying to do is do its job, is to eradicate life. It doesn't realize that it's working against humanity at this point. All it knows is that it has a job to do, and is to eradicate humanity. And to do so, it is actually utilizing one of these fractured rogue groups from the infighting that's been going on in the present day. It found a group of dissenters and has been essentially teaching them how to corrupt machines and turn the technology into weapons in order to kick off an apocalyptic war that would eliminate everyone.
That sounds really cool. I love post-apocalyptic stories. It reminds me a little bit of...
So I'm just waiting for another invite if we want to play another game.
Sure. You remember that movie, The Postman?
Yeah.
Did you ever read the book of that?
Nope.
Oh wow, I do actually have to send you another invite. That's hilarious. So the novel of The Postman is actually quite a bit better than the movie, which is not a great movie.
Postman Rod! That was my favorite part of that whole movie.
Yeah, well, the funniest thing, the thing the movie does the best is tie very much the mythology of the Postman into this idea of, like, a new United States, which is quite...
Right.
And the book does that too, but that's the only bit that the movie really kind of gets right, I think. But the... Og says, I found Breath of the Wild and Zero Dawn too similar at release. However, the Breath of the Wild only had Zelda holding it in check for century without aging, I should add.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. We'll get back to the Postman real quick, but he did bring up on something that I think is actually really important, that these two games came out at the same time, and they are incredibly similar.
Yes.
The difference being is that Horizon Zero Dawn is a much more hands-on game, like, from the developers.
Right.
They give you a long, intricate narrative. They give you a very... give you a ton of characters that elaborate the story, and they give you a series of goals that you have to accomplish to beat the game. But past that, it is very much the same, where, oh, you see that over there? You can go there. And there has been times where I've just come across these villages that I didn't know existed, and there was missions there. And actually fairly important missions. That you wouldn't have done if you hadn't come across this village. It's really, really interesting. And, like, they actually tie stuff that you do in these side missions into the cinematics of the main story. So one of the side missions I did was I snuck out...
Oh, I just realized something.
Child... What's that?
We should have done the parcel between the games.
Well, let's just quit right now. Let's quit out.
Drop out. So before we get into this next game, I will concede the match to Jonathan. There you go, John.
Sure.
2 points.
Yay.
I will let John finish what he's talking about first. But I said John a parcel, so he's going to open it. Sure.
Yeah, so the side mission I do is I have to sneak out this child king and his mother out of this rogue splinter group and basically get them away, because they don't want to be a part of this group. They thought it was something else, but it's been corrupted.
Right.
So this child king and his mother want out, and you can smuggle them out. Well, as the story goes on, at one point you do get captured by this group, and this guy gives this big speech about how you've been besting him in every step of the way. But then you can tell that it's not quite seamless, because there's a little shudder in the picture, and then he talks about, and then you snuck out the child king and his mother out from underneath my nose. So if I hadn't done that mission,
right,
and succeeded, he never would have had that line of dialogue. And I've noticed in other places that the game will actually like it's not quite as bad as a glitch, but it's a little jank where it just inserts what you've done into it. But yeah, so.
And Breath of the Wild quite explicitly goes in the opposite direction. Pure gameplay.
Right, but yeah. Or it's just, no, don't worry about so much narrative. We'll give you a premise and a setting and go.
Yeah. Both have their place, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But,
alright. So I got this package.
So I sent John a parcel. This was actually for Christmas, but then we established it wouldn't get there by Christmas, so I figured, well, late is late. Once it's late.
I'm a little upset because I was hoping that Owen's return address would have been on this.
I'm actually going to turn the sounds of the commentator down while I'm here. Here we go.
So I'm opening it as we speak.
Would you like to describe the parcel?
It's a white package.
Okay. Are you gonna take things out one by one?
Yeah, let's see here. On the customs label it says sweets and 2 soft toys. Alright, so I'm gonna pull the first thing out. And it is a tube of some sort. It's sherbet fountain. That sounds alright.
So I'll tell you the premise. In there you will find approximately like several of my favorite sweets. I think it was about 5 in the end from growing up, and one I can't fucking stand. And I want to see if you can guess which one I don't like.
All right, so we got sherbet tube. Does it? Yeah. Okay, so this isn't like a nozzle, right? It's just a. All right. So I'm actually going to. Is this a powder? Did you send me cocaine?
Do you know what sherbet is?
Like sherbet, it's like a frozen fruit thing.
Not here, it's not. It's like powdered sugar that's very fizzy. But you're gonna like that one because of what comes with the powdered sugar.
Okay, if you are not 100% happy with this pack, pop it in the post telling us where and when you bought it and send back to us.
Yeah, food packages have that in the UK. I don't really know why.
I kind of want to do it. Like, I just want to send it back from the US. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah. Okay, it says candy roulette. Yeah, pretty much. So are you going to try them one at a time, or are you going to get them out first?
Yeah, I'll try them one at a time. Okay, there is something in here I can see. Is it like a...
Would you like me to explain the sherbet fountain to you?
Sure.
You get a little pot of sherbet, and you get a little stick of licorice. And you dip the licorice in, and then you dip it into the sherbet, and then you suck the sherbet off the licorice, and maybe have a bite every now and then.
It's
like a dip.
It's like fun dip.
Right.
Okay.
Licorice and sherbet.
Oh god, I got sherbet all over my black pants. Great.
I love how you've picked up the lingo quickly now. Now you're up with the sherbet. You know how to use it in a sentence.
Okay, here we go. Also, I suppose I shouldn't have just bit, like, the whole licorice.
So the sherbet fountain is basically a con to sell more licorice than you need. More sherbet than you need for how much licorice you have. You never have enough licorice.
Okay. Alright, so I ate the black licorice with a little bit of sherbet, so I didn't get a really good taste of the sherbet. So I'm just gonna pour some of this candy cocaine into my mouth. All right?
So to describe this to people, like, these come in like thin little tubes. When I was a kid, those tubes were made of cardboard, and basically by the time you were done, the cardboard was just like papier-mâché from like tipping it into your mouth, trying to lick the sherbet out.
Did you know, back in 2479, an experiment to use balls made of granite.
Okay. Yeah, the sherbet's quite fine, I should point out. Well, I killed John.
That's pretty good.
I know you like licorice, so I thought that'd be a good one.
Okay. So, that was, that was that.
There are some other sweets in there that are just very small versions of British candy bars, by the way.
Okay.
So,
all right, so I got. Oh God, my eyes are watering.
do they really not sell sherbet there?
No, not like that. Like literally, sherbet over here is an ice cream treat.
Do you have the sherbet that? Do you have a product that is just very finely sour sugar in a tub?
Yeah, it's usually just called like candy dip.
Fair enough. All right, what you got next,
Okay,
John?
so these I got.
I'm enjoying this. This is fun.
Fruit pastilles.
Fruit pastels, yeah, they're good.
Fruit pastilles. Round trees.
That's the company.
Okay. Since 1881. All right. So I'm guessing
Yeah,
you're just like.
Pretty much
little,
bought by Nestle these days.
I'm guessing this is kind of like a lifesaver sort of thing, which is a hard candy.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a soft candy. Okay.
Hello to Super Epic
Are
Face.
different-
How you doing? Who
Okay,
says
there's different flavors too. Okay.
came for the Blood Bowl, stayed for the sounds of a man eating. If you've just joined me, I sent John a care package, so he's sampling things. So what do you think of the fruit
we're just taking a
pastels?
little break from Blood Bowl, so Owen could attempt to murder me with sherbet.
Part of the reason I sent you those ones as well is I know for a fact they have blackcurrant flavors in there, and you can't get blackcurrant in the US.
Okay.
That'll be the purple one, mind you. They just
Okay,
take
that's
they just taste like every purple thing.
Yeah. See, it's the same color and flavor that we would give grape over here.
Right.
So
There must be something
So
about
clearly-
purple fruits that makes them,
Yeah.
taste the same.
okay, these taste very familiar to me. They I don't know if you guys have where they're dots.
Nope.
So these taste very much like dots for our American listeners.
How
except-
are they consistency wise or like to dots?
Same. Except these dots don't have like the sugar crystals on the outside.
Right.
So it's basically just the soft, chewy bit without the sugar crystals.
Those were one
That's
of my
all dots
dad's absolute favorite sweets.
Hey, you're all right. I can dig it.
I'm trying not
get
to
down
give
with
away.
little, fruit pastels.
I'm trying not to give away anything about which of my favorites. Blige says nom nom nom. Okay, says I like licorice. I used to have a hard candy called coal candy as a kid. Christian Skywalker says John, rate each candy out of 10. We'll do that at the end.
Okay. Oh, I got a daredevil pig.
That is
awesome.
that is a Disney Sum Sum. The collectible, stackable, licensed characters.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Thanks. That's for those who don't know, I'm a huge Daredevil fan. Hello, Fuzzy Weasel. Okay. All right, we got Blackjack, 21. I'm guessing this is now also black licorice.
Well, I won't tell you what they are, kind of.
Or like an anise-based.
I will not mention what they are, and you can try one.
You know, there's something very
You're a fan of
odd to me, like
scorpion flavor, right?
Is arsenic candy a big thing over there? There is something very unsettling about looking at a candy that is like tar black, you know?
Right.
Alright, so
These are very divisive on the playground.
they're good in plenties. Okay.
The what?
They're basically good in plenties without like a... It's black licorice, people, sort of.
It is in the form of a chewy sweet, sort of.
Oh, wait, oh, there's another... Oh, what was that?
You getting the aniseed now? A little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant, is anise-based. Yeah, it tastes like black licorice until the end, and it gets like an orange flavor.
Yeah, they're a little weird.
Yeah, it's like citrus and black licorice.
Did I send him salted licorice? No.
I wish he would have, though. And a friend of the channel, Mastery at Gaming, he sent me a care package as well, and I was hoping for salted licorice, because I actually secretly love it. I know it's very big in the Scandinavian regions. Yeah, Blackjack's are alright. I can dig that.
I've got a text from my girlfriend that says, I'm laughing at John dying from sherbet.
Okay. Oh, weird. Okay, so I got some candies, and it's Snickers and Twix.
Okay, these are from a thing called Celebrations, which is it's a box of chocolates, but all the individual little chocolates in them are tiny versions of big chocolate bars.
Right. Okay, so we have this. They're called Fun Size.
Fun size here is about the size of like a quarter bar of chocolate.
Okay, yeah. So these are just Twix and Snickers. Now, I've never heard of Bounty.
Okay, so I knew that you had Snickers and Twix, right? But then I put a Bounty in, and there's some more. You should also have, further to the debate, you should also have a Milky Way and a Mars bar.
Okay. Okay, well, Milky Ways we have as well. Mars bar...
Milky Ways are different.
Oh.
Milky Ways and Mars bars are different. But I believe... So I believe one of them is what you would call a Milky Way. The Mars bar is what you would call a Milky Way. And I believe the Milky Way is going to be what you would call a Three Musketeers. I want you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Sure. All right. So,
but tiny.
I'm trying to get them all out of here without ruining what else is in there.
Well, don't worry.
So
like, there's no rush. These are not part of the, like, these were my favorites. I just had some room in the bag and a box of Celebrations.
Fuzzy Weasel says, racers are delish. What?
Stop spoiling it, Fuzzy Weasel.
Right. Okay. A Bounty is a Bounds bar over here.
Yeah, it's basically chocolate covered coconut.
Yeah.
Quite like them. There's a nice dark chocolate variety, but they don't come in the Celebrations.
Yeah, over here we have the Bounds bar, which is milk chocolate over coconut, and then we have Almond Joy, which is dark chocolate with almonds over coconut. Really good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right. All right, so here's a Mars bar. Now, from what I understand, when these went away, but they used to be a thing in the Americas, in them colonies. But,
I will tell you that when I was a kid, this was like the chocolate bar. It was like the big one.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's This is what a Milky Way is over here.
Yes. I have heard this.
Okay.
This is fun.
Alright. And I am not a fan of Milky Ways, so not my favorite.
I was thinking it was like a Snickers
nougat.
without the peanuts.
Alright, so now this is a British Milky Way. Yep, it's the Three Musketeers. Fucking gross. It's packing material wrapped in chocolate. I fucking can't stand Three Musketeers. Alright, so now I got something called very maturely called a Curly Whirly. And it's neither curly nor whirly. I'm upset. It's just shattered.
In Britain, oh yeah, I had to bend that to get in the bag a little bit. In Britain, this is the chocolate at the center of the were chocolate bars bigger when you were a kid debate.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, says, I hope you sent him a lion bar. I didn't. I couldn't find one on the occasion.
So it's chocolate jerky?
It does have that kind of consistency.
No, this does taste really familiar though. We have something that's very like this. I mean, it's basically caramel. It's caramel and chocolate.
I think it's called a Curly Whirly because it's basically hollow. It comes out like a I think they basically like pour it in alternating lines. For people who've never seen a Curly Wurly, it looks a bit like a DNA double helix, but it's caramel covered in chocolate. Pretty good. Nice chocolate.
Right.
Nice. That chocolate there is the Cadbury famous chocolate, the dairy milk.
Okay. All right. So this we have here is a. Ugh. This doesn't even look all that good. Ew. Parma violets. Now, I will say this as an American. I think the other Americans in this chat may agree. We have never ever in our existence ever described a candy as being perfumed. Right?
Wait till you eat one.
So these are swirls, squirrels, squizzles,
Swizzles.
Okay, swizzles. Okay, it's really hard to read that font. Swizzles giant Parma violets, delicately perfumed violet sweets. For a second there, I thought it said violent. I was like, whoa! He's gonna open up this package. He's gonna deck me in the eye.
What you say? I've been on a plane a long time. And these were my grandmother's favorite sweet.
Oh! Ew! Why? Oh, this smells terrible. This. Oh, this literally smells like hand soap at my work.
You haven't eaten one yet.
I don't even want to. I'm going to, but I need to work it up. All right. I gotta work.
Would it surprise you to know Swizzles do mixed bags of sweets for the kiddies, and there's always Parma violets in there?
All right, here I go. Oh, these are wrong. These are so gross. I think I figured out the one that Owen doesn't like. At least I'm hoping. I'm hoping you don't like these.
Did I pick slightly too obvious a choice?
Oh God, I need some Curly Wurly to wash this down. Oh, it's lingering.
I will say, at least the description is not false. They do taste like perfume. For the people who may be unaware, how would you describe a Parma violet, compared to, say...
Fucking gross!
Compared to other candy you've experienced over the years, or other flavors.
It's not candy! It's... This is a potpourri chip wrapped in a fucking fun little wrapper. Right? It's so bad.
I know. They're the worst. It really does taste like violet as well, by the way. And not
God.
For people who may not have experienced these, it's not like a nice sweet with a hint of violet. It tastes like fucking violet soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Good God. And, ooh, and I got another little plushy thing. Oh, it's Miss Marvel! It's Miss Marvel! I'm also a huge fan of Miss Marvel, everyone. So, they stack on each other?
They come in different sizes, you see. That's the smallest size. And the biggest are about the size of a small dog.
Jesus.
So I saw these in a day when the Disney store was having a sale, and they were all in a big tub on offer, and I saw the Miss Marvel one, and I immediately that was perfect for John. If only I could buy one and mail it to him. And then I was like, wait a minute, I can buy one and mail it to him. So you have Miss Marvel to thank for this lovely package of Parma violets.
Okay. So, why, Miss Marvel? Why Kamala? Why would you do this to me? Alright, so there's one last thing in this package.
There should be another thing, actually.
No, did I accidentally dump something? Oh, no, okay. And we have a coin.
Yes.
From 2003. This must be a... oh, it's a pound. Wow, you sent me a whole pound.
Don't worry, they're out of date. Like, they've just been replaced with a newer pound.
Oh, so you couldn't use this anyways?
No.
That's
I mean, I
weird
could take
that
it to
you
the
guys'
bank.
Money just... Yeah. Oh, what's this on the side?
But I figured since that has been the pound for most of my entire life, that was sort of, you know, interesting.
Was it Decus et Tutamen?
It's Latin. I have no idea what it says. I would have memorized them, I suppose, if they all said the same thing, but different eras of pound have completely different inscriptions on, so...
Oh, fair enough. So we got the 3 lines on one side. Okay. And a very angry-looking Elizabeth. You ever notice how angry she looks on the pound?
Yeah. Well, she's old.
Just...
She ain't got time to be appearing on your shitty money all day.
Ugh.
I was really worried you'd eaten the coin when you said there was nothing else. I'm like, oh, this piece of candy's terrible. It's all metallic and hard. It tastes of, like, metal.
Okay, so the last thing here is Marmite.
The last minute edition.
Now, this is... Yes, so this was kind of a funny thing. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, me and Owen and RKS was part of it. He's in chat, but we were part of a Secret Santa group. And for a long time, it came down to me and one other person who had not received, or me and like 2 other people who had not received their packages. And we thought we had worked it out. Me and Owen had worked out who was my Secret Santa. And we thought it was someone from around New Zealand, Australia area. And when I told Owen, I'm like, oh, I better get some Vegemite. Because I've always wanted to try it. And so apparently Vegemite isn't really a thing in England, but Marmite is, and they're very similar, from what I understand.
I hear the consistency's quite different, but they're the same fundamental product, which is yeast extract.
Right.
It's a byproduct of brewing, apparently.
So, now I'm going to try this, but I will say I'm hesitant because of some interesting labeling on this. So it says, Marmite, rich in B vitamins, 100% vegetarian. And then there's a lovely picture of a double helix, DNA double helix, and it says, Gene Project.
Next week, hear from Jonathan Cadotte, or as we're calling him, Brundlefly.
Am I test subject 0 now if I eat this? Like, what is in this? Is it going to incubate in me? Is that what it is?
I'll be completely honest. I didn't see it before I posted it.
I'll send you a picture of it, but it's really funny.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm Googling it. So apparently, so
is
people
there
don't...
a gene that determines whether you like Marmite or not?
Apparently, so Marmite for years has marketed themselves with the slogan, you either love it or you hate it. And apparently they've actually done genetic testing to examine whether that's genetic. So it actually might come down to the fact that you may just hate it.
Okay. So, also another thing that kind of troubles me. I looked on the back, and it's produced by a company called Unilever.
Yeah.
Which is over here. Over here, Unilever generally only makes soap and cleaning supplies.
Unilever, they do a few things here. They don't do a ton of food, but Marmite is another very old product that's been around a long time. Still made in Britain. I will say it's very interesting that Marmite isn't produced the world over, because it is just, like, it's what's left over in the vats after you put the yeast into, you know? Into beer. I got
Okay.
you a squirty
So-
tub, because those jars are a pain in the ass.
All right. So from what I understand, like the best way to eat this is on a piece of toast with butter.
That's my preferred suggestion, but I also think
Okay.
going in raw for your first flavor wouldn't be bad.
That's what I was going to do because I don't have any bread
Just-
to make toast with.
Just use restraint. It's very rich.
Okay. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit out of my finger here. Ooh, this does not look appetizing. It looks like fish poop.
Okay, says, let's hope the Marmite is better than the soap candy. Well, I don't know how it comes out of those squeezy jars, because I've never bought one before, but I figure... Also, it was lighter to mail as well, you know? A squeezy tub.
Okay. So I have some on my finger. I'm just going to go for it, all right?
Do it!
That's pretty good. I actually really like that.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
It's fascinating. Do you know it's got almost no salt content?
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what it tastes like to me. It tastes like beef bouillon.
It tastes salty. It has almost no salt in it. Whatever it's made of hits the salt receptor of your tongue without actually containing salt, which is strange when you think about it.
Weasel goes, chug, 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 chug.
It's also really
No.
healthy, by the way. It is actually full of vitamin B, like legitimately.
Nice. No, that's pretty good. I actually like that. I do see what they mean when they say use restraint, though, because that is a very...
Well, I've seen people put it on like chocolate spread for their first taste, and that's not good.
No, this is good.
Do you know what I use it for?
I'm a fan.
When I'm making when I'm making pasta, I actually put a dollop in the water while I'm boiling the pasta, and then it adds a little bit of a salty flavor to the water without actually putting stuff in. You know, other than that, it works out pretty well.
I'm okay with that. That was pretty good. Let's put a cap back on the killer sherbet here.
I got a text from my girlfriend that says, "Good news for John. Marmite apparently goes very well with cheese." So there you go.
Oh, hey, all right. Hey. No, thank you very much, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Except for the fucking violet. Ugh.
Oh, apparently I lied to you, John. I'm just reading this here. I have been lied to, and I have gone on to lie to you. Apparently the sodium content of the spread is high.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's no way that that's not full of salt.
Although it is the amount per serving rather than the percentage in bulk. Oh, fair enough. Apparently it's not as salty as you would think it is.
Okay. But it is salty, just not as much as you think it would be.
Oh my god. Marmite should be avoided if a person takes an MAOI antidepressant such as phenazine or tranclipromine, as yeast extracts interact negatively with those types of medications due to the tyramine content. Wow! You get people on the edge of buildings like, what's wrong? I ate Marmite with my happy pills!
Just, you're found strung up in your bedroom just clutching a jar of Marmite.
How strange.
Oh, but thank you very much. I was a fan of almost all of that. Except for the violet stuff. Oh, good God.
Alright.
Like,
You successfully identified the one I didn't like. What was your favorite of the rest?
my favorite of the rest was the Marmite. No,
No, that's fine.
I actually really like the fruit pastils.
Fruit pastels, yeah, they're good. Tastes very fruity for a sweet.
You'd hope so. This is called fruit pastils.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian Skywalker. Merry late Christmas to you as well. Okay. So, should we try to get one more game in before we end the show?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright.
Is the whole rest of the stream now just going to be... Hold on, you have to answer the question again because I hit the invite button.
No, I'll stop eating. But actually, you want to carry the show for a second? I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah, sure. So I have to say inviting interesting things while John goes make some coffee. For people interested in the things I sent to John, I can tell you how I feel about them. As a kid, I loved sherbet fountains. But I was sort of the opposite of how you're supposed to eat them, because what I would do is just take the licorice out, eat all the sherbet, and then just eat the licorice last at the end, because I just wanted the sherbet. For a long time I did that. The problem is, black licorice is a little bit bitter for a candy, for a sweet product. And it's an acquired taste. I like it. I happen to like licorice, but imagine how it tastes after you've just basically eaten a little tub of sugar. It's quite harsher than it normally is. I like fruit pastels a lot, although they have always made my teeth hurt. I don't really know why. It has had the same effect whether I've been particularly, like, doesn't matter what condition my teeth are in. Fruit pastels seem to make my teeth hurt, and I think it might actually be the chewing. I don't know. They are coated in, like, a hard sugar, which is kind of strange. But they are nice. I like them a lot. They really make your jaw ache, though. We actually have a Fruit Pastels Ice Lolly here, or Popsicle for the American people, and it's really good. It's a stacked ice lolly that basically goes all the different flavors of Fruit Pastels up as you go in individual little layers. And it's basically built like stacking cups. But it's an ice lolly, and it is delicious. Curly Whirlies I like, but I don't eat much these days because I try to avoid too much chocolate, I suppose. I really like Milky Ways. I don't care if John does not like them.
They're gross! They're so gross!
And I fucking hate Parma Violets. They are so bad. I don't know how anybody can eat them. They are basically, like, John didn't talk much about the texture. They're chalk. They are chalk dipped in an old lady's perfume. That's what they taste like. That's what they smell like. That's the experience of eating them. They are terrible. What else was there? I've forgotten. I'm sure there must have been something else that I've already forgotten about.
I have a much more vulgar description of violets.
They are really bad. Okay, so Three Musketeers are good, they're just light. Well, Milky Ways here, which is the Three Musketeers, they used to be advertised as the snack that won't spoil your appetite. I don't know why,
Bullshit.
but for being lighter. They also used to have an advert here where the red car and the blue car had a race, it was called, and it was a really well-animated cartoon about a red car and a blue car that were racing, and the blue car gets to the end of the race faster because it eats the Milky Way instead of guzzling up for gas, which is really strange. Should I have not got you the giant Parma Violets? Normal Parma Violets are like the size of a, the size of a, like the size of a Tylenol.
There is an equivalent to these, like, texture-wise and size-wise over here. Think of either Smarties or Necco candies, if you're American. That's the same texture. But these literally taste like ground-up chalk that had been deposited in an old woman's undercarriage for about 5 days until it solidified like a pearl, and then popped out and put it into a tube. That's what these taste like.
Well, I've just discovered that Swizzles sell a Parma Violets cheese, which I think is great. So, Swizzles do a different sweet that is...
That sounds so bad.
Imagine the same texture and consistency of the Parma Violets, but being like fizzy and properly sweet, no perfumey taste. And they're called fizzers.
See, that sounds alright to me.
They're delicious, but you can't get them on their own. So to send you them, I would have bought like a big bag of sweets and gone fishing through them. Swizzles is basically a sweet company that gets by selling bags of sweets you used to be able to get separately when you were a kid, but can't now. That's what they do. Except for Parma Violets.
We have companies like this.
For some strange reason, I could just pick up Parma Violets.
I imagine it has something to do with old people still being alive.
Someone is moving, like, somehow generationally, the Parma Violets market is moving along, though, right? Like,
No, I know what it is. Okay, so the company who makes Parma Violets probably has some sort of like agreement with Unilever, and what they're doing is Unilever is making their violet and lavender soaps to send out the world, and then the byproduct is being sent over to Swizzles to be turned into these fucking things. All right?
I can only imagine. I can only imagine that basically about 300 years ago, someone who knew Swizzles accidentally made millions upon millions of far too small urinal cakes. And they were like, what can we do with these urinal cakes for the next 300 years? We got 300 years worth.
Candy.
I have to say, they really are impossible to describe unless you've eaten them.
Oh.
They are awful.
Ugh.
Can you imagine eating a whole pack of those?
No. Although what I'm scared of is if I don't throw these away, and I'm not going to because that's rude.
You might eat more.
What's going to happen is I'm going to come home drunk one day. And
Well,
go,
yeah,
"Oh,
sweets.
candy."
Why don't you just
And
do
I'm
what
gonna
everybody else
throw
does?
up.
Why don't you just do what everybody else does when they get weird foreign sweets they don't like? Take them to work and pretend you're being generous. That would probably get you fired.
Jonathan, we need to talk to you in the office. Can you explain these? Just sits down a half-eaten roll of...
In the back room, you can just hear your boss retching. Like,
Dolores is going to be out for a week. Just...
Okay, says, nah, some pissed bloke actually tried to eat the urinal cake and thought it was good. Like, yeah!
Right.
These will make a good sweet.
Right. Oh, my guys look regal and not so regal.
They are hilariously bad Parma Violets. Should I have put some, like, mid-range ones in to disguise them?
I don't know how you could have. Like, that isn't be-all, end-all. Like... I just don't understand the decision behind this candy.
Do you know what the real worst thing is? I was just gonna send you Parma Violets at first because, you know, I thought that'd be fun. Oh look, John can try Parma Violets. They're terrible. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the stuff got added in because I felt too bad about just sending you Parma Violets. Partly. I mean, once I got the idea, I was like, that's a good idea, it'll be fun, you know, it'll be a nice package, but, like, the thought of you being like, oh, I'm gonna try some sweets! And then getting those fucking things.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm sure there are some American candies that I think will try and think inedible, but,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which ones would be that bad.
They don't taste like food.
Difficult.
They don't taste like food at all, do they? They don't taste edible.
No. Okay, I think I'm ready.
And the strange, hard-to-believe idea that someone, like, must have crafted them to taste that way.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey, okay.
Not that useful, but sure. Doesn't really do anything. Okay. Good to know.
Walker,
Glad that happened.
Blitzer, Walker. Okay, so I'll send up... You can do this. Pick it up. Don't drop it.
Yay! I mean, boo. Nope. Yeah, pass it back, John. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I don't know. Or if you're still in the chat, can you think of any candies, American candies that are just absolutely disgusting?
I will say, off the top of my head, that's one of the only ones I can think of where they don't even taste edible.
Ugh. Just, ugh.
Like, I've known sweets that other people didn't like before. Like, when I was a kid, I don't even really like beer that much, but when I was a kid, we had these sweets that were called beer bottles that became really popular. And they looked like big cola bottle sweets. Do you have cola bottle sweets there? You do, right? I'm guessing?
Yes, we do, yep.
I love cola bottles.
We actually have some pretty fun candies that are little wax bottles filled with, like, fruit juice.
Ooh, they sound nice.
Those are pretty... Yeah, that was pretty good.
Og says, I can't think of anything similar, but I already said I don't care for Smarties. See, Smarties here are something totally different. They're a little bit like M&M's, but a different type of chocolate, and a bit harder, you know? Og says, ooh, artificial peach-flavored stuff. Blech.
Ooh, yeah, that stuff is pretty good. Or pretty bad, actually.
Beer bottles were a sweet that tasted like beer, but sweetened.
Right.
As a gummy candy. And they were delicious. And those chili ones as well.
I'm just really trying to think of a bad candy.
Well, the thing about a bad candy is it shouldn't exist, right? Like,
right.
Like, candy that some people don't like, I get it, right? But when you ask people why they don't like something, the usual response is, oh, it's too sweet. Or,
right.
I'm not a big chocolate fan.
Yeah,
you know? Or,
yeah.
There are very few that are like, whoa, what is that disgusting mess that no one could ever like? Like, here's a good example. Everyone I know likes Cadbury cream eggs. I find them too sweet.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, I love Cadbury cream eggs, but I can only eat, like, one.
One a year.
A year.
Yeah. Don't say that on my Facebook page, though, or that woman will get you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way about Cadbury cream eggs. Okay, says Boom Beazled, but that was made for the game. Sorry, Bean Boozled, but that was made for the game. Yeah, that's true. Bean Boozled. And all the stuff that's come since Harry Potter, the all flavor beans and stuff. Yeah, that's true. But that's the gag, isn't it? Some are bad. I suppose. Parma Violets, you're supposed to like them.
Ugh.
When I was a kid, we had these sweets called Time Bombs, and they were like chewy sweets, and you'd get 5 in a pack. And they were all little black balls, right? Like gum balls, but not gum, just chewy. And
Right.
One in a pack was always like insanely sour, whereas the rest were just sweet. But you never knew which one it was going to be. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. No, that stuff was not bad. Like, none of it was bad except for the Parma Violets. Ugh, good God. I really want to know whose idea that was, you know?
Shall I look it up? While your turn's going on?
Sure, I need someone to hate.
Oh my god, the first line of the Wikipedia article is, Parma Violets are an iconic British violet-flavoured tablet confectionery manufactured by the Derbyshire company Swizzles Matlow. The sweets are hard, bioconcave, disc-shaped sweets similar to the Fizzers product from the same company, but without their fizziness. Swizzles Matlow have also released a line of giant Parma Violets. Ingredients include sugar, stearic acid, modified starch, none of that traditional starch here, glucose syrup, and anthocyanin. That sounds like a poison.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, the first section after the intro is called Precursors. It's a really lofty description. It says, the petals of violets have long been used in herbalism for their medicinal properties, even mentioned by Dioscorides. Violet tablets, a sugary lozenge flavored with violets, were made before 1620. During the 18th century, crushed violet petals, rosewater, and sugar were combined to make an early type of candy known as a flower pastry. These could be used as a flavouring for cake, or moulded into pastels and eaten as sweets. In the Edwardian era, violet-flavoured chocolate and liquor were used to relieve sickness. Okay, see, violet-flavoured chocolate and liquor sounds pleasant, because you're going to have the flavours of the chocolate booze to balance the violet flavour. That's the next line, after all that. Oh my god. Ian Fleming describes a sweet very similar to the Palmer Violet as being Blofeld's favourite candy due to their breath-freshening properties. There you go. The candy of Blofeld. That's what I've chosen to give you.
So it's a plot created by Spectre?
We can only hope.
Ugh.
Oh, I've already blitzed. Damn it. Gotta make sure you can't get past. No! Yeah,
Sit down!
That was gonna be my last step. A 2005 survey reported by The Guardian revealed Palmer Violets to be the least popular sweet among the millennial generation.
I can't imagine why.
Okay, says that page needs to be edited. Take out the iconic. Yeah. I don't even know anybody that eats them anymore. These days you get them in like selection packs, and there's always one left. They're all just left at the edge of the end of the bag, you know? Like, who wants the Palmer Violets? No one. And then someone always goes, they're not that bad, and then you just watch the faces, they go... quite good, really.
Oh, I'm a fan.
It's the sweet you eat when you're like, oh, I really want some sweet, I don't really have anything in, and... okay, they're here since 3 Christmases ago. I guess I'll try some. They can't be as bad as I remember, right? And they always are. You're gonna need to skip something before I can pick those dice.
Ah, there we go. I was tempted whether or not I was going to re-roll or not.
And then you pick the knockback. This back and forth of who picks which thing is really annoying, actually. I love the punching animation.
It's pretty good.
Can you still taste Palmer Violets?
I can. Oh, what the shit?
That's why I said, always do your easiest moves first.
I thought I did. Well, this is just a mess over here, so who knows what's going on anymore. Oh, God, it was so bad. I can't get over how bad that was.
You gonna be sharing those with others? With friends?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This was when Jonathan began to lose his friends and his support structures around him.
I'm just sitting in a cabin by myself with a giant beard. It was worth it.
You still got one Palmer Violet left.
That's like my cyanide tablet.
That was a waste of time.
Looks like it.
Oh, shit.
Alright, I'll go with the knockback.
See you later, Fuzzy Weasel. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything else I need to talk about? I did rent Blade Runner, but I have not watched it yet.
Well, enjoy.
Yeah, so...
You rented Blade Runner?
Yeah.
What year is it in Wisconsin?
I rented it on the PlayStation.
Does that count? Is that like indefinite till you watch it?
I got 30 days.
No, that's not too bad. How many times can you watch it in that 30 days?
Once you trigger the watch, you have 48 hours to watch it as much as you want.
That's not too bad.
So you have basically 30 days to trigger the rental. And then after that, you have 48 hours to basically do whatever you want, really.
Yeah, I've had PlayStation for ages. I've never rented a digital movie. It seems like such a weird thing to me. Because the prices aren't that great. Like, you could just go buy the DVD, but then I'm like, yeah, but then you gotta wait for the DVD to arrive and all that stuff. I did, over Christmas, find out Beth had never seen Jumanji. So I found out it was really cheap on the Amazon store, and I bought it.
Fucking A.
And we watched it, and then, Beth was like, you know Jumanji's on Netflix, right? I was like, oh, shit. I now own a digital copy of Jumanji for, like, one, like, yeah, we should watch Jumanji moment. And while I was watching Jumanji, I was like, wow, this was not worth the money. There are bits I like about Jumanji, but it's not an amazing film. Should move your players around first to where you need them to be.
Shut up! I have a plan.
How's that working out for you?
Shut up.
Oh, I think I'll re-roll that. BAM! But now I can't re-roll this if it goes wrong. Whack!
Damn it. Damn it! Please trip. Please trip. Damn it.
Run!
Is he? Not that close.
Is it worth it? Getting one square away? No. Shit. Hello, this is Christian Skywalker. Welcome back, buddy. Playing a little bit of Blood Bowl. So how you liking this game?
It's fun.
Learning
I would say
aside.
it's fun.
Good. I'm glad. Since I kept saying you should buy it. Well, that went well.
Yeah. We did.
You realize there's no dice roll to stand you guys up, right? And you should do that first, because then...
I kind of forgot. Alright? It just...
Christian Skywalker says, Owen and John, do you guys watch any sitcoms? Sitcoms really aren't like the mainline TV they used to be, are they?
No. I do watch some that you might consider to be sitcoms, I guess. I watched a show called Superstore. That's pretty good. It's not like a laugh track kind of show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That was yeah, not yeah. Sound like yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. God, you're really trying to cover me, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good. No.
Yeah, I there are some sitcoms I've watched over the years that I really like. I'm a big fan of Frasier. Beth and I are watching Cheers through for the first time. Like, I'd seen bits of episodes of Cheers, but I'd never watched it through. We're on a little bit of a break right now just because of forgetting to watch it, but we're watching that. Probably the most recent sitcom, like, the most recent released one that I've sat down and watched and been like, yeah, this is the show we're watching, is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like it. And I'm a very long-standing fan of an old British sitcom called Red Dwarf, which is
Oh, fuck.
the rare sci-fi sitcom you don't see that much these days.
No.
Do I go for it?
Come
Okay.
on.
Well, there's no
Make a
point...
run for it.
There's no point, Oh! I'm gonna re-roll that, thanks, and dear God, I hope I make it. No!
Yeah! Yes.
I was gonna say there's no point, like, not trying to get one of these guys out of the way first. Bump up the odds, but, that was the reason why.
I don't know why they want me like to declare a blitz. I don't really get that.
What that means is you tried to do a blitz without declaring... You tried to do a running attack without declaring a blitz. So basically you didn't go and pick the blitz command, which sometimes seems to work,
Okay.
sometimes doesn't. I don't know. This is not my day.
Ooh. I got 50% pickup on this. You knob. Let's see, what other shows? I watch Blackish, and I watch Grown Up-ish, which is just a spin-off.
And I'm down.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess you're right here.
Yay!
He has the ball.
Someone has picked up the ball in this match.
So let's see here. We can clear the road. Oh, no, don't throw. No. Ooh, this could be risky. Going for it. Ugh.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Okay.
And that's you. And we are all together. Cuckoo-cuckoo.
I'm going to try and do... What am I going to try to do? Let's try this. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Now, how about we try this? Why can I hit? This is my own... Oh, that's my own teammate. Silly me. Alright, well in that case, let's try... Is it my own team? I am so confused about the colors here.
No circles on opposing team members. Circles on your own team.
Okay.
Red circles
Okay, so
people
I've been-
knocked down.
Got
Stunned.
Okay. Picking up what you're putting down here. Damn it!
Oh, it's a fun game. I love how they make all the tackling animations so, like, unbelievably visceral.
Right? It's just like, oh, you trip them, like bone shattering. It's like my coccyx. Just
How many bad plays did you get knocked down? Fitty.
a few. Wow,
I don't know why I did that. I meant to attack this guy, and I ended up running past him, and then I was going to blitz with this guy, and now he's blocked, so... Alright. Let's do this terrible decision. Yay! Blood Bowl!
Blood Bowl! How many turns per?
8. We're coming up for the first half.
Oh, so this is my last turn.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you might as well just end it. I don't think I have another turn after this. But I mean, don't do that on my account, but I'm saying I'm fairly sure that's the only difference it'll make.
Damn it.
Unless you think you can score.
Nope.
I don't think I have another turn. Oh, I do, okay. Oh, good job you didn't. Because I'm sure I can get it and score.
Oh.
BAM! Who has the ball now? Too late to make a touchdown. No! Oh, well.
Well.
I do wish there was a mode with longer turns, longer halves.
Right.
8 turns is a little strict. How about you, Christian Skywalker, and anyone else in the chat? What sitcoms do you guys watch?
Yeah. And why?
Yeah, why, you freaks?
You freaks. I don't know.
Yeah, well done. You really elaborated on what I was doing there.
Just, you know, just backing you up, man. Just...
I keep finding myself in streams over the years using the word chuds, which is...
Chuds?
Uh...
yeah, I know what a chud is. Just... Isn't it like a dick that's wider than it is long?
No.
I thought that's what a chud is.
No. It's not what I get it from.
Well,
Don't you
what's a
remember
chud?
that? Don't you remember that movie Chud?
No.
It was during like the Gremlins Critters era. It was these monster movie about these things that lived in the sewers.
Okay.
Chud. I remember the trailer more than the movie. Chud, they are coming. Chud, they're around every corner. You remember when trailers were like that? Sinister Minister says that's a chode. It's a chode apparently.
Oh, my bad. Albion Wanderers get an extra team reroll. Oh, come on. Alright. Fuck you.
BAM!
I love how in this game Owen immediately becomes much more aggressive. Like, Owen's a pretty peaceful guy. In this game, he's like, oh, yeah, get some. Just...
I love the long runs. You watch him do the little tilty run.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Actually could have taken the guy with the ball further, but I made the mistake of skipping out. No, I tried to move another guy first and then realized once you finish that you can't. You can move after you've picked up the ball, but not if you then go to another player, you know?
Right.
It has to be immediately after you pick up the ball. Hello to Sinister Minister, how you doing? You enjoying the show?
Hey.
Good stream tonight, I think. How we doing?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Oh, no, don't. I will follow you. Follow you wherever you may go. Sinister Minister says, I'm having a good day. I'm glad to hear it.
Good. What makes it a good day, buddy? What happened?
John, the ever-present love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Christian Skywalker says, I wonder if John will be sick after all that chocolate he ate. It wasn't actually that much chocolate you ate, I think. Like, you didn't eat like a whole curly whirly, did you?
No. I'll be good.
I don't think you are aware how small the Mars bars and things they sent him were. They are very small.
Yeah, they were
like single bite. Unless you're a dainty biter, which I'm sure John is.
He comes off as a dainty kind of bite.
Heavy on the lips.
Sit down.
There is always the bit when you're watching the opposing team, though, and you're like, yeah, Blood Bowl! Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Opponent moves down. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
I figure why not.
Oh, you went for the knockback, huh?
Yep.
Ah!
Damn it.
Ah! You
How
gotta
many
reroll
rolls?
on
I
me.
got two. I got two. I'll let this one slide.
Whack! Ah!
Not my, Oh, what game did you get there, Sinister Minister? I want to know. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me your new game.
No! I'm gonna try and re-roll that. It's at 87%. Yay!
Aw. Yeah, but you used one of your rerolls. You only got two more.
3, because I got that,
Right, you start with two, though, right?
No, you start with 3. But that
only
meant
got
that I
two.
couldn't do that. Well, different teams have different amounts of reroll cards as well, I think.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Sinister Minister says Assassin's Creed Origins. Ooh. Good game.
Okay, before I do that, let's...
That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that yet. I should have got more players in support first.
Yeah, but I'm not really in a good position myself.
Christian Skywalker says, I imagine the commentators for Blood Bowl being boring as fuck. Sorry, bored as fuck. Oh, those guys can't shut up. There is one of my absolute favorite commentaries, and it comes up sometimes.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
It comes up sometimes when the ogre's going for the attack. One of the commentators is an ogre, and he says, "There's no better feeling than hitting someone smaller than you, Jim." Always makes me laugh. So you pretty much gave up on your attempt to stop me at all this turn.
Well, I said, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to attack that guy, I just wanted to get up next to him.
You want to get up in his grill, real close like.
Pretty much. Because, see, I was going to try to bring this guy down.
Well, at least now I've got to try and run past him. Oh, shit.
Oh, I can't hit him into the crowd?
No, you got to be directly opposite the crowd line for that to work.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I've put myself in a pretty interesting position here. Let's...
What I do like about it is, most of your attacks usually pay off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, going in for the attack and then finding you did absolutely nothing or you made it worse is the rarity. Tackles tend to work. Oh. I really like Assassin's Creed Origins, by the way, Sinister Minister. I hope you enjoyed it too. It's getting to be one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. Not because it does anything, like, unique or new or anything. Like, none of what it does is new, particularly. It just is very well polished. Like, it's been a while. They've waited for it to come. They put a lot of different elements from other games in it.
Ooh. Okay, I will reroll. Reroll that.
Good call. But it feels fresh again, which is nice. Because Assassin's Creed is getting a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I've never played an Assassin's Creed game that feels like the least advanced from the one before, as Syndicate did from Unity. Really, in fact, it felt like quite a backpedal.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to do this.
Sure. Oh, you idiot. That could have worked out very, very badly for you. When you have good coverage, by the way, when you have, if you have, like, one player covered by two players, so long as they didn't run there that turn, you get more dice when you attack.
Okay. Alright, well, that's all my players. Oh. Are you suggesting, Christian Skywalker, that our gameplay is not exciting? That hurts.
Oh!
That hurts.
I'm gonna reroll that. It's always bad when you fail that second reroll, though. But that means I can't reroll this. Oh, shit. Well, that's okay, because that means this guy can't dodge as well this time, I guess. I'm going for it. Okay, I'm not going for it that much. Yay!
Ah.
Okay, that means the best thing I can do is... get him covered. Oh, that's going for it. No, 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 no! No! Yes. Not Hector the Chatterer! Christian Skywalker says, it is fun to watch. Yeah. I bet it is.
That's right, Christian. We're not boring, alright? Good answer.
Sounded very aggressive with our viewers today.
I know. I'm sorry. Alright, do I have anyone laying down? No. Okay. I'm gonna try something here.
Do it.
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
You're, really surrounding my guy here.
Am I gonna have to try to dodge? Oh, I do have to dodge. Okay, how about...
That was just needlessly aggressive, sir.
Well, you know, it's the name of the game.
Very true.
So, I'm just gonna reveal what my game plan is right now.
Uh-huh.
I am, I'll reroll that. I am essentially trying to remove as many of your players off the field as I can. Just, so you have to stand them all up so you have no one to really use an action
Yeah. I mean, you should do that every turn anyway, really.
I have no idea what the... Okay. We're wrestling! There we go. Alright.
Alright.
I just didn't have my snacks today. I'm sorry. Graham cracker and, carton of milk.
Damn it.
Stay down.
You know this is gonna go 0-0 again, right?
Yep. Well, we got 4 more turns, right?
Yeah, so if you get the ball in the next turn and then you do really well, you might do it.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Oh, wow.
I guess that doesn't
hell of a
do
roll.
any much better for me.
That's what happens when you got lots of coverage.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, but I've got the ball covered. That decreases
sure
your
do.
percentage on pickups there. So it might be a good idea to attack my player. I'm still supposed to be teaching you to play, aren't I? So, like, attack my players before you try and get the ball.
Yeah, let's...
Because I got 2 people touching that ball.
Does it matter if they're knocked out?
No, knocked out people can't defend. So yes, it does. Knocked out people can't defend. Or block. Or anything like that.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna try something incredibly risky here now. Alright?
Go for it. You're hyping me up now. I want to see this, John.
Oh, I still only got 50% pickup? Alright, well, let's... I think I still have a blitz. Oh.
Good luck.
What? Does anyone have a better chance at pickup than that?
Only if you got a guy with steady hands.
Who? Okay, well, I guess I got 50%. That's my best. Oh,
Go
wait,
for
you
it.
still got a guy up, don't you?
Yeah. That should take it down to 67. Sorry, up to 67. Which, of course, you can still fail.
Right.
That's when it feels the most like a tabletop game, when you realize that everything has a dice roll involved.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Hey!
Oh, but he had the ball! Was that your guy?
Yep.
That was your guy who picked it up?
It landed on my square.
I thought that was my guy. Fuck.
Okay, pick one.
How did that go so wrong? It's on you. You have to choose whether or not to re-roll.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm not re-rolling. I can pick with a stick with a knockback for what I need to do, which is basically just make sure you're out of the way.
I don't like you.
Oh, no, that is your guy. You look like my guy.
That's what I thought. Like, why is that a turnover if I...
Because you still failed the roll, I guess.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Oh, alright.
Come on. Fail again? Ah.
The actual animation of them outrunning the dodges is always hilarious to me. Let me use this ogre.
Alright. So this... I don't know if this is going to work or not when I get my chance, but... I'm... gonna have to give it a shot.
I had block and he didn't then. So that outranked that douse roll, which went pretty well.
Fair enough.
Alright. I think that's everyone. Good luck, sir.
Alright. Go for it!
The pass? You going for the pass?
I'm going for the pass!
Over like 5 of my players?
I'm going for the pass! Damn
Well
it!
done, sir! It was a bold play. Some might say, not exactly what you'd hoped for. But this is a game that rewards winners.
Really? Like most games, huh? Oh my god. That sucks. I was really hoping that would work.
Oh, shit.
Sit down.
The tables can turn very quickly in this game, though, because you're only one dice roll away from complete failure.
Right. Well. Okay. I have to dodge and pick up? Oh. You are... Okay. Alright. Not exactly sure what happened there, but whatever.
Did you fail to pick up the ball? Why don't you have the ball?
No, I have the ball, but it bounced from your player, or my player to your player, back to my player.
Oh, shit. Yay! To the end of the match! Full speed ahead!
Now, can I run and then pass? I can't remember.
I don't think so. But I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I've tried to do that in the past and failed.
Nope, nope.
I totally am not up on the passing. I probably can't answer any questions you have about it. I mostly just avoid it, because it seems like such a shitty strategy every time it comes up.
Damn
Hey!
it! Damn it! What the fuck is going on?
You really, really, really failed the pass.
So now it's just a race who can get to it first.
Oh no, there's no chance, because even if you were to get to it, how would you then, like, get to it by the end of the turn?
It cannot end in a draw. Well, tough break, announcer man. We can't all get what we want, alright? Especially announcers. Fuck you, announcers.
I mean, I've
Especially
still got to
Joe
knock
Buck.
down as many of your players as possible, because should you actually reach the ball, it's only like 1 square away.
Right. Well, how could I reach it? None of my guys have that range.
I don't know. Magic. Love that punch. Whee! Yeah, you roused then turn. Why the hell not? Good luck, John.
Yep.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. He failed.
Damn it!
That was great. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Well, that seems like a pretty good place to wrap up there, huh? We'll
I
have to
would
try
think
this
so.
again. I'll play a little bit more, get a better grasp on it. And thank you again for the candy and the Marmite.
No, you're very welcome.
Yes, and thank you all for watching this episode of Those Aren't Biscuits. I've been one of your hosts, Jonathan Cadotte, and with me as always has been Owen Adams. Where can they find you, man?
By going to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Owen Adams.
Cool. And you can find me on my personal blog, which is johncperson.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, which is @johncperson. And, yeah, that's about it. Please like and subscribe. We want more and more subscribers and more viewers. You know, that's kind of how this YouTube thing works. And, yeah, the more subscribers we have and the more viewers we have, the more fun we have, honestly, for you and us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like this video, share it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We'd appreciate it. And until next time, have a good one.
Bye-bye.